you ever wondered why is it that at times people can be doing the same job, but when it comes to their money, one of them is doing well and great financially, but the other one on the flip side is literally struggling? Check this out. All of you can be nurses. All of you can be Uber drivers. All of you can be doctors or even IT engineers. But if you have the knowledge and the understanding of how these three different types of tax accounts work, that would be the main edge and the main difference. Because if you put your money in terms of savings and investment in a wrong tax bracket, at the end of the day, you'll be able to go ahead and be hit with a big, heavy tax bill. And that's why Benjamin Franklin once said that there are two guarantees that we have in life. Number one is death, and number two are taxes. And that's why it's very, very important for you and I to understand how do taxes work. And not just how they work, but the important three types of accounts that breaks down the good and the great advantages that you can be able to go ahead and use and leverage for not only savings, but equally investing for your future. And that's why in this video, I'm going to break down the three types of the tax account that you can be able to use to be able to get ahead in life. And amongst these include, but not limited to, number one, the tax now account. Number two, we have what we call the tax deferred. And number three, you have what we call the tax advantaged kind of accounts. And that's why make sure to go ahead and stick around up to the end of the video, and to which I'll be sharing with you my pro tips that will come in handy on how you can go ahead and handle your money in the good and the great way. And having said all that, my name is Nick, and I'm very, very passionate about finances. My team and I have been able to help hundreds upon hundreds of people to improve on their budgeting, their savings, and most importantly, to leverage the compounding interest strategies to be able to invest for their future. And if you're brand new to this channel or even a returning subscriber, you're most welcome. Make sure to go ahead and smash that like button and subscribe and turn on that notification bell so that every time we upload a brand new video, you'll be the very first one to be notified. And having said all that, let's dive straight into our video. And our account number one on the list include, but not limited to, what we call the tax now account. Now with this, you're able to go ahead and pay taxes as you earn. Actually, you can go ahead and call it pay as you earn. So this literally means that as you earn your money, this can be in form of interest or even dividends or even the capital gains, you're going to be taxed on the annual basis. And some of the accounts within this category include, number one, we have what we call your traditional brokerage account. Number two, we have your savings account, especially when it comes to things like your traditional or even your high yield savings account. This falls under what we call the tax now account. Number three, we have what we call the CDs, which are the certificates of deposit. Tax account number two include what we call the tax deferred account. Now check this out. Here the keyword is called tax deferred, which means that you're going to pay taxes, but for now they are being deferred, which simply means that you should be able to go ahead and pay taxes, but at a later stage. And with the tax deferred, this can equally be known as what we call the tax later kind of accounts. And this include, but not limited to, number one, what we call your traditional IRA. And number two, this encompasses most of our retirement accounts, such as the 401k. And number three on our list, we have what we call the tax advantaged accounts. Now, these are some of the best accounts that you can use within this category. And these are some of the accounts that are being used by the rich, the wealthy, and those who are financially savvy. Why? Because they come with enormous kind of tax advantages. And some of these include, but not limited to, and number one, we have what we call the HSA, which is also known as the Health Savings Account. Now, this comes with what we call the triple tax advantages. And what does that mean? It means that you're going to contribute in your money tax-free. Your money will go ahead and grow within that same account tax-free. But even when it comes to the withdraw, you should be able to go ahead and withdraw all your money, inclusive of the capital gains, 100% tax-free. Now, this is what makes the main difference between people who are literally doing the same job, but they have the different financial intellect. Because if all you do is putting your money in the first two buckets, which is, the tax now and tax later, and you ignore one of the main secret source, which is our tax advantage accounts, then you're playing a losing game. And if you're not smart or even serious enough, your savings might be wiped out by inflation. But on the sad note, even your long-term investment might be 100% caught in the same limbo. That's why it's very, very important for us not only to learn about these accounts, but to go ahead and implement these within our financial portfolios. Now, the other accounts that we have on this list under our tax advantaged accounts include your Roth IRA, which is good and great when it comes to your long-term retirement. And number 3, you have what we call an IUL, which is an index universal life. Now, out of all these 3, I want you guys to go ahead and let me know in the comment section below which one out of all these are you currently using. Now that you've gotten and understand the value and the relevance of these accounts, which one, especially when it comes to the tax advantaged or the tax free, that you're going to go ahead and incorporate within your portfolio. And remember, we have our main 3 types of tax accounts. The first one being the tax now, the second one being the tax later, and one of my good and great favorite being the tax advantaged. And if you've been able to go ahead and watch this video until the end, make sure to go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so that every time we upload a brand new video, you'll be the very first one to be notified. You can go ahead and watch my other video whereby I break down step by step how you can use and leverage the Roth IRA to grow and multiply your money. And having said all that, see you guys in my next video. Peace out.